monster.
Hey, make sure you watch to the end of this video. We're actually drawing 3 people that won our giveaway from last week. Good morning, world. How you going, boys?
Oh, yeah.
But apart from whinging and complaining.
Yeah, apart from whinging and complaining. It's actually a really comfortable night's sleep. How did you go, Tom?
Alright, I'm set up on something hard, so I have to roll over either side of it each time.
Alright, Uncle Shrek, what happened?
I cooked it again.
Again?
If it's not fish, it's emptying fuel into the boat.
Oh my goodness.
Transferring fuel. I went to tilt the jerry up just to get the last bit out of it, and just sort of it slipped out under me and lost about, I don't know, maybe a cup of fuel over the top. Right down the crack of the esky. So to pull everything out, throw away the bad ice in the water, clean the fish, put them in the other esky, re-ice it all, lost a bit of ice, and about 15 minutes of good sparing time. Yeah. So, hand up. Alright boys, what are we looking for here? We're looking for a red emperor.
Reds.
Big Maori cod, possibly. I've seen jobbies here once, but reds, big Maoris, purple. It's the Australian record fusilier for me. Yeah, I love those fusies, they're beautiful. So nice, tasty. All right, let's do it.
Very first drop of the day, unbelievable. Our focus was red emperor, and down come Tom, landed on a really nice red. Pulled the trigger, shot himself a great fish to start the day. As you saw with the shot, Tom stoned the fish, but Shrek, he has a fetish for second shotting fish. As Tom was pulling up his stoned fish, Shrek shot it again the second time. This wasn't the last time he was to do it this day.
Lovely. PB? PB?
Yeah. That's
7. 7. Lovely fish.
I followed up with my first dive. I got to the bottom, and again, another nice red. 2 awesome reds to start the day. That is the greatest way to start a second day of a trip.
That's the next biggest by a fair margin. The rest are way smaller than that.
Tom had another drop to see if he could see another red. Only saw small ones. Heaps of cod. And as always, after shooting a couple of fish, in come the big bull shark. Decided, you know what, we might make a move and head somewhere else. When he got back to the surface, he came a really big sea snake. These critters are amazing, and this one was covered in other fish swimming with it. It even had a remora. Amazing big sea snake.
Spot number 1, Tom. Got your fish?
Got the fish, didn't take long.
Didn't take long at all. What'd you get?
Nice red. Maybe 6. What do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe better.
Maybe a bit better?
Yeah, he's a nice fish.
Fish.
Lovely red. Got 2 reds.
Very much.
Back esky, eh?
In the back.
2 nice reds. Fill them up. Lovely. Great start to day number 2. And the fish we're targeting. Even better.
Ticking boxes.
Right, get them on the Righto, spot number 2 for the day. Spot number 1, we got reds. Spot number 2, we're looking for reds again. Some deeper drops here though. Yeah, a little bit. See if we can find a red. And then I think we're on Jobby Brigade after that. See what I can do wrong here.
I'm sure there's something you can find to do wrong. Maybe there's that extra jerry at the front. Yeah. Open one side of the esking and tip straight in.
Over the rear esky was pouring 50 litres.
Let's do it. We finally found some blue water, and as we're breathing up, Tom noticed a really nice Spanish swim underneath us. He dove down, lined up, pulled the trigger, pulled short. Oh, it's amazing the difference it makes in crystal clear water. I dove next and headed to the bottom. As I was coming down, I noticed a really nice jobfish. Trained my focus on it. Made sure that I got in great position. Fish comes straight underneath me. Pulled the trigger, stoned myself another really big jobfish, well over 10 kilos. I turned around after I pulled the trigger and saw another big school of jobfish. As I was heading up, again heaps of mackerel.
Not maggoted, but there was quite a few. I only saw him, tracked on him, shot him and turned around. There was like one bigger one, and then the others were all this and smaller. Just sort of turned around when I'm on my way out. Mackerel everywhere. He's a nice fish.
Next dive in that blue water, Tom came down amongst all the surgeon fish and spotted some really nice jobfish. Rolled out the gun, relaxed really well, aimed up, nailed himself a nice jobfish. In case you're wondering why I was shooting those fish on the way down, it was incredible. On this trip, every time you laid on the bottom, those jobfish would just disappear. On my next dive, I came down in the surgeon fish. Saw the smaller jobfish off on the bottom, and I noticed there was a nice mangrove jack swimming in the middle of the Sergos. Couldn't help myself. Thought I'd take myself another nice mangrove jack. Beautiful eating fish, really cool fish to spear.
There's heaps of jobbies that dive.
No?
Heaps of jobbies that dive.
Was it? Yeah, okay.
They're all like 7, 8 kilos, no bigger ones.
You're probably about 50 metres east of those two marks.
Matty Jacks.
Oh, just one. In those Sergos. I'm like, nah, bit of diversity.
Welcome back to Spearfishing Down Under with Timus and Timothy.
Finally found some blue water. We've been diving turd for days. Well, when I say days, a day. And finally found some good stuff. And found some big Jobfish in it. Oh, it's not a bad fish, eh? Yeah. He's a fatty.
That's fat.
That's solid. That's
Tom,
better than that.
nice.
That's still fat.
Still good.
Good fish. And a little jack. Bryson was here, he's saying stop shooting the 5 kilo crap.
But Bryson's not here.
He's not, he's dead.
And the SQ needs filling.
Jobbies.
I'm surprised you guys didn't like the big mackerel.
Unfortunately, halfway to the next spot, we ran into dirty water again. We jumped in anyway because it looked so fishy on the sounder. As I headed to the bottom, I could see why. There was so many surgeon fish. Grey swordtails, gold spot surgeons. There was a big mixture of Duzimir surgeons. As I come down the bottom, I noticed there was also big giant trevallies. Man, these places can get so fishy, and we didn't mind staying in that dirty water because it just looked so fishy. We're drifting back into the front edge, and I did another dive because I could see surgeons. But as soon as I got down, I noticed there was bait everywhere, which spooked and scattered. Oh, and I couldn't believe my eyes. There was a beautiful dogtooth tuna. Flicked off, spooked the bait some more, couldn't quite get a shot. Fortunately for me, he came back and gave me a pass by, and I nailed myself a nice doggy. Oh man, those fish go so hard. Even a little 8 kilo fish like this, man, smoked me.
Doggy.
Shrek's fetish was acting up again here with this doggy. Wanted to second shot it, he wanted to shoot a doggy, so he second shot mine.
No way! How cool is that?
Yeah, cool.
That's a nice little doggy.
Yeah. You wouldn't have expected that here, would you?
One of the boys shot one 20 kilos here a few years ago.
That looks a lot like a doggy. Doggy.
Oh, there's another one. Boy, another one. Give me the other gun. It's eating my chum.
Your gun.
A bigger one.
His second shot fetish here cost him valuable seconds. Tom had to throw him another gun so he could see if he could shoot that doggy.
Whereabouts? Over this way.
Chum, or just come up under that chum.
Shrek dove looking for the doggy. That thing come in behind him and he slowly got his gun back into position. And it was heading off away from him. Unfortunately, it was up in the shallows and he pulled the trigger, hit it a little bit far forward in the stomach, and it ran straight to the shallows and into one of those bommies. Wrapped around the bommie and he couldn't keep it out. Unfortunately, it tore off.
Fish on, yep.
Jobfish.
Doggy.
Right, doggy.
Oh, it's torn off. It's torn off. Damn it. Either that one actually. That's pretty solid. That definitely big. Maybe a little bit longer. The one I saw is definitely big.
I'm not sure what happened if that camera battery went flat or not. Let's just have a little geezer in here. Last drift.
Stoked. Dog. Nice little dog. Wasn't what I expected, but I'll take it. Beautiful little fish. Love a doggy. Good sashimi and a nice size fish too on the reel gun. Smoke shell all the time. So cool.
The current was picking up, so I put the boys in for another drift. Looked so fishy. As they headed to the bottom, Shrek looked up and there was just fish everywhere. He nailed himself a nice spango. You know what? It was all going on there because straight away Big Potato had come in and tried to eat that spango straight off his spear.
So we've just come up, I don't know, a few kilometres and we've come into some really blue water. Shrek and Tim have just jumped in and Tim immediately yelled out cobia. And Shrek's under chasing it now.
Big one.
Oh, and he couldn't shoot it. They've all just moved in under him and they're milling around treating him like a shark. I suppose when you're the size of a big jobbies. Yeah, so the move into some blue water seems to have been a good one. It's super fishy.
We moved into that clearer water and I could see Jobfish from the surface amongst the cobia. Shrek dove, lined up one of those big Jobfish as he was heading down. Really nice fish. Lined it up well. Pulled the trigger, but that fish turned just as he did. That blue water can wreak havoc with your brain when it's clear like this.
I just cooked it. I was shooting for his head. It just seemed to slide off. I don't know if he was a little bit further away than I expected to.
Definitely cleaner here.
Yeah.
Come dive with me on this dive. Head to the bottom, through a big schools of trevally, through big schools of surgeonfish. And as I get to the bottom, all the Jobfish start to swim away. Laid on the bottom and I could barely see through these surgeons and barely see through the trevallies. Just so much fish. Off in the distance I could see Jobfish, and as was the case with nearly this whole trip, as soon as I laid on the bottom, these Jobfish never wanted to come back. Only little ones that I didn't want to shoot, all the big ones stayed away. Headed back to the surface through the huge schools of trevally. So fishy in these areas. Loving the blue water. It was amazing. Hope you enjoyed coming diving with me on this dive. Next dive was Shrek. He headed down to the bottom, came again through those big schools of trevally, and he could see Jobfish off in the distance. Calmed himself and drifted down really well, keeping an eye on the Jobfish that he wanted. fish started to snake along the bottom, slowly came in behind it, pulled the trigger, nailed it right behind the head. And oh man, that jobfish, it took off and smoked him along the bottom. These jobfish love doing that, and he did well to keep it out of the bottom. I dove and met Shrek as he was coming up, grabbed his line, keep pulling that fish up off the bottom. I love watching how those trevally just circle around the jobfish. Man, the ocean's incredible. I love how fish respond and react to situations like this. So cool to see. Shrek was absolutely stoked with a new PB. Really good jobfish.
Nice!
Not bad, thank you. No bigger ones there.
There were.
Yeah. Hey?
That's an upgrade on yesterday's too, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Big box-headed dog.
That's a sick fish. I was only 24 there too.
Shrek chucked his fish in the boat and I headed down for a dive. As I neared the bottom, I could see some jobfish off in the distance, and in the middle of those jobfish was a big coronation trout. These fish are usually so smart, so tricky, but this one was suicidal. It swam straight up to me and I helped myself to a beautiful big coronation trout.
Donkey. Wicked fish.
How's that cockroach? It's a freaking donkey. That's a monster. That's a proper cockroach, that one.
What do you reckon that is?
Whoa, mate, hold that fish and tell me how big you think he is. Look at that. That's a big cockroach. That's a big one.
Next dive I drifted down through the trevallies. There's goldens, big eyes, so many different types of trevallies. I come under the trevallies and into the surgeon fish. As I looked through the surgeons, I noticed that there was some really big mangrove jacks. A couple of them started to dart away, and I just focused and picked the biggest one that I could see that was close, aimed up, shot myself a really nice, beautiful big mangrove jack. For the third time in the day, Shrek's second shot a fish that really didn't need it. If you're a Sydney diver, you're probably right now got a twitching eye watching all this second shot action. And And if you shot a record fish and you're diving with Shrek, hide that thing so he can't wreck it on you.
That's a good jack.
Yeah, it's a good jack.
Hey?
Just your flopper and the skin.
No, outside. I strung him.
Definitely didn't need a second shot.
I'm like, gee, I wonder what he's second shot in that for.
I thought it was spin still.
Yeah, right.
Give it to top.
Nice me shot.
Alright.
Yeah, about that. A bit skinny again. Full head again. Alright, Shrek. PB job dog.
Yeah.
Nice critter, mate.
A bit of a tail shot
How's that big ugly head?
because it was heading off.
Obviously you shot him in the eye and it come out the tail.
I wish. It was through here and out here.
Nice, mate. PB, what else we got there?
Well, you got a couple of special fish. This one, nice jack,
Nice jackaroo.
and then probably the
critter.
maybe the fish of the trip.
Big coral. Man, that coral's big.
That is so big.
Big coral.
And he dug it out of what? 38 metres.
27 foot. Man, that's a beautiful coronation. That's better, he's heavy.
3.2.
You wouldn't
Easy
know.
for
That's just like you trying to tell someone it's like to be a woman.
We made a move to another patch of reef. Come down this spot, it was so fishy. Could see jobfish off in the distance, and I hit the bottom and started scratching. Saw a really big jobfish come around behind the boulder I was laying against. There's a big potato cod behind me, sharks in front of me. And those jobfish, as they did all trip, whenever you laid on the bottom, never wanted to come anywhere near. Scratched, potato cod come closer, sharks come closer, but not the jobfish. Headed back to the surface. This next drop was even fishier. I was right up on the reef edge and there was red bass, jacks, trevallies, surgeon fish, so many fish. Just the fishiest spot without a fish that I actually wanted to spear. Shrek dove again, pretty close to where I just dove. Come down and my goodness, there was some fish on this spot. I reckon I can count myself 20 to 25 species. How about you pause and see how many species you can count? Unbelievable amount of fish, and not a fish that we wanted to pull the trigger on. It was starting to get late, and as I was heading to the spot that I wanted to dive, I actually found another rock. Looked really good on the sounder, and I thought I'd do a dive on it. A little bit deeper, and I headed down to the bottom. As I got near the bottom, I realised I'd missed the main part of the rock I wanted to land on, but I looked off in the distance and saw a really nice purple cod. It was swimming out to meet me, but it spooked because of the trevally. I swung my gun around, it spooked again. Come back a third time, didn't miss my mark. Stoned the really nice purple cod. Dragged it back to the surface through those big schools of trevally. Man, these areas were fishy.
Big purple.
That's a proper one.
Big. Cuddle dog. It's breakfast.
Ockie.
Smoked it.
stinks.
How was it down there?
I landed behind it.
That's disgusting.
I landed a bit behind it, so I just went forward, and he was like coming at me, and then spooked in those trevallies.
Yeah.
And then coming again, he spooked in the trevallies. I'm like, oh, you dog. And he come one last time, I boom, stoned him.
Thanks for coming.
How good are these fish off 1770?
Bolt's gone nuts.
So you're dropping down and he swam to you?
Yeah, he's on the bottom of those stupid trevallies following me. Kept spooking him.
Cool fish. Very cool.
Yes. Popped in for another little drop. Big purple. So cool. Spewed out a filthy big octopus. So stinky. Oh, wicked cool fish. So good when they get big like this. Big dogs. Wicked cool. Purple, big corro, big jobs. Been awesome. A couple of trout yesterday. Oh, such a cool trip so far. Actually, not a lot to go of the trip, I should say. Not just so far, it's almost done, but a couple of nice jacks. Oh, cool trip. Cool trip. See if we can finish off, boys. Put a couple more fish in the boat. Oh my gosh, that stinks so bad. Yep, that's the stinker. Blech. Blech. So bad. We made another move and pulled up at our last spot for the day. Jumped in the water, and as I was breathing up just to check the current and see if there's any fish around, I noticed a really nice snapper sitting amongst the surgeons. I ducked under, headed down, spooked it a little bit as I came down. Tried to come really quietly in behind it, but it could feel me, see me. And as I pulled the trigger, it zigged when I thought it was going to zag, and I choked and missed a really nice snapper. Great fish for up in this northern area, and a fish that I was really hoping to shoot.
Pushed me too hard off the surface. Just spooked that snapper. Lots of purple cod looking at us too there, by the way. See him there? Look, that's purple.
I'd seen a purple cod on my dive. Tom dove down to see if he could shoot that purple cod, but unfortunately for him, that thing went and hid behind a big potato cod. We dropped the anchor, and the next dive I did, oh man, that purple cod just sat there and looked at me. He is so lucky. I already shot a couple of those purple cod this trip, and he lived to fight another day. But I came up to let Tom know that that purple cod was still waiting down there for him to go and shoot it.
Those jacks are all gone. There's that purple cod there, it's so dumb.
This next dive was incredible. It just was getting fishier and fishier as the sun was about to go down. Come down to the bottom, through the surgeons. Oh my goodness, mega school of jacks. Jobbies off in the distance. Just none of those fish that I wanted to shoot, none of them big enough, none of them that I really caught my interest. But it was awesome just laying on the bottom, looking at jacks swimming all around me. I saw that potato cod and it swam off. Little did I know, it was swimming off to grab a hold of Tom's purple cod that he'd just shot. I get to the surface to see all hell breaking loose and Tom in the boat trying to save his purple cod, but it had been swallowed by that massive potato cod.
What's wrong? Oh.
You coming up at all? Is that your spear gone?
Nah, he's still got the spear, but no fish. Yeah, he do. Might be bent though. Ah.
What'd you see?
Nothing. Nothing good.
I saw a jobfish from the surface and I pointed it out to Shrek. He quickly dove to follow that jobfish. And it spooked and took off. Now, I need you to watch this closely. He heads down, jobfish gone, so he eyes down a really nice little jack. But beside him, have a look at these snapper. He swam past 3 really good snapper to shoot a small mangrove jack. Oh, Shrek, you're a funny man.
Yeah, I did, but he was too skittish.
It was getting dark, but I had one last dive left in me. I headed to the bottom. Come into those surgeons, oh my goodness. In amongst them was some really big snapper. I just tucked my gun in gently, rolled it out, ready to try and shoot one of those snapper. To my left, I saw a big snapper come out from behind the surgeons. Rolled the gun out, shot him perfectly right through the gills. Unfortunately, only through the gills. And as we talked about it the other week with those big marlin, that fish took off, rolled upside down, and there's nothing holding in those gills, and it pulled itself free, and I lost the fish. I was so gutted, as you can hear.
We got an upset Timothy here.
Oh, blowing good fish on dark. So painful, bit of a run in.
It's a grieving session.
Well, boys, some PBs.
PBs. Yep.
It was actually a bit of a painful last session.
Oh,
You shot a nice purple cod, eaten by a stupid potato cod.
And then he shot a snapper, tore the throat out.
Disaster.
And then I went after a jobfish, but all that I got was a commiseration prize of 4 kilo jack or so.
Ah, very cool. Well, boys, great trip.
Yeah,
Well done.
session.
Thanks, Dave.
PBs,
Well done.
done well.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Lovely.
Big punch home.
Spearfishing Down Under, make sure you like and subscribe.
Job well done. All right, Shrek, we're home.
It's clean-up time, it's not pretty up here.
Hey, clean up time. We need to create Noob Spearo boats that clean themselves.
Ooh.
And fillet fish for us.
Nah, you're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's true. Smash that. All right, filleting about to happen. We got common trout, coral trout, coronation trout, red emperor, tusky, purple cod, nice little doggy, and big jobby.
AKA maggot.
AKA maggot. Cockroach, maggot. It was a really cool couple of days. Strangely, shot those two side by side, which I don't think I've ever done before. That was really cool, shooting the common and the coastal side by side, and then big coro.
5.3, yeah?
Yeah, 5.3 coro. Nice tusky, PB tusky.
Just. Still haven't cracked.
PB red, Tom.
Yep.
So
PB red.
now we're about to fill it, which is going to be good fun. Oh, some good eating fish there.
Yeah, 100%. Premium.
All right, we're going to do this.
We can do it.
Hey guys, Shrek here from Noob Spearo. Thanks for tuning in to Spearfishing Down Under YouTube channel. An absolute froth fest. And to be part of one of these trips, I tell you what, it's another level for me. Hey, I did want to tell you guys, we mentioned in vid 1 the best comment from in the YouTube comments from video 1 would win a copy of 99 Spearo recipes. There were so many good comments, so many good recipes that we've had to go above and beyond. We're sending out 3 free copies, and here are the 3 winners of copies of 99 Spearo recipes. Russian Botstein, that's a great handle by the way. Indonesian coconut fish curry. This one sounds versatile, packed full of flavor, and my favorite, super actionable. And number 2, Kingy Snapper Crudo from MPV New in New Zealand. This one sounds fresh, bright, and again absolutely banging. The third recipe, and all of these are really different, by the way, and I would happily make them in my kitchen tomorrow. The spicy uku poke bowl, coming from Hetone 917 in Hawaii. These guys love the green jobfish, they call them uku, and that recipe sounds really, really good for that. So many good recipes in the comments, guys. If you did miss out but you want a copy of 99 Spear recipes, check it out on noobspearo.com or at adreno.com.au. You can probably even use that Tim Spear code, save some money on a copy for yourself as well. But hey, thanks for tuning in. An honor and a privilege to be part of one of these videos, so thank you, Tim, Wes, and the crew making these videos. I absolutely love and froth on this channel, so cheers, guys. Massive thanks to Tim taking Tom and I out. We've been teaching intermediate courses now for a couple of years, become good friends. Tim's even more.
Oh, me as well.
Yeah, here as well. Tim's even more of a legend in person. Like and subscribe to this man's channel. He's doing good things in Australian spearfishing.
And if you want some Rife gear, head over to Adreno and use the code TIMSPEAR.
Ooh, Tim Spear,
And you get what?
10%
Check
off.
out, you'll get
10% off.
Beautiful. See that?
At adreno.com.au, check that out.
Done. Beautiful. Thanks, guys. See you in the water.